What's going on YouTube? Uberman here. So we're back. I mean, I'm pumping these videos out as quickly as possible while at the same time trying to do the best I can on this car. Today, I don't know how much we're gonna get done, but my goal is to get this front bumper completely off. I was really hoping this core support was a bolt-on. Unfortunately, it's not. So I'm just gonna have to do the best I can with straightening it out. That really sucks, but I'm not a welder, and that's just not gonna happen. But we're gonna try to get the bumper off, and then I think we're gonna work on cleaning it up. Hopefully in the next day or two, something like that. I've already sourced all the parts, and honestly, it's really cheap. It turns out, I did not know this, but the G5 and the Chevy Cobalt are basically the same car. Hood is interchangeable, bumper, everything, pretty much everything is interchangeable. Interior, exterior parts, headlights, all of it. So I sourced a white one out at LKQ, and all of the parts together are gonna run me about 250 bucks. So I can't complain, $250 to put this car back together. Of course, that's pre-tax. I found one out there that's white. In fact, they've got a couple that are white. So yeah, it's gonna have a Chevy Cobalt front end, but I think maybe I'll just pull off the Chevy symbol and put a Pontiac one on there. We'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, they didn't have any Pontiac G5s out there that I could source parts off of, so it's gonna have to be a Cobalt. But I'm gonna do my best to make this a nice, and I know you're probably laughing, but I'm gonna do my best to make this a nice car. We're gonna start really getting it cleaned up. I mean, really steam cleaning the interior, washing the body, trying to do the best we can. I'm gonna see if I can source a decent set of used wheels and tires for this to really make it look a lot better. We have to work on air conditioning. There's a lot to do. So instead of sitting here talking about it, let's just get into it and get this knocked out. All right, so to get the bumper off, normally there would be a plastic inner fender in here, but as you can see, this one is missing. So first would be to take all the clips that would fit into these holes. Hopefully you can see this out of the inner fender. There's also some little 8mm bolts that would be there too that are missing. But if we can get under here, you can see we still have some here, a clip here. There's another one right here. And then you have a couple bolts right here, down inside, one up here, and then one back here. Same thing on the other side. A lot of you have asked me to kind of show you what's going on, what I'm doing. So I just want to show you that's going to be the same thing on both sides, and that should pull the bumper off. All right, so as you can see, we got the bumper off. You can see there's some light damage to the crash bar right here and right here. Now this is the frame rail. This is where the frame rail meets with the crash bar. And as you can see, we do have some damage here. It's not anything major enough that I would replace the crash bar. Like I said, this is a cheap car. This is not gonna hurt anything. It's not damaged badly, just a little bit. But if you're gonna be doing this, 10mm is the socket size for the bolts over here. You don't have to take them all the way out, which I learned. Just loosen them up. The bolts are these right here, the little ones. These are 7mm. So 7mm, 10mm. And then to avoid the hassle that I just had right up in here. So there's two clips under here, one right here, one further down right here. These hold the bumper on. You can easily get these off with a pair of needle nose. You're gonna need to get under the car for this. Just don't worry about destroying them because you can just replace them later. There you go. Just like this. These have the heads that pop out, but over time these heads tend to get stuck. I tried to pry it out with a screwdriver, couldn't do it, and I don't have the proper tool, so it is what it is. All right, Nick, you ready to pull this off?
Yep.
All right, come here, let me show you what we're doing. There's Nick again. He wants to help out. He's going to use the power tool. It's already set up, so there you go. You're going to come down here, and we are going to take off the crash bar because I can't help but just want to make sure everything's done right. Yeah, so you're going to have to hold on to it. Up. Try it again. Keep going. There you go. There you go. All right, hit the next one. All right, now there's another one hiding down here, way down here. Oh, it's bent. It's, ooh. We're gonna have to get the pry bar out. See, we're stuck because of how it's bent in here. Oh, so close. So close. All right, I got it on there. Here, you want to do it? Keep going. There you go. We lost a bolt in there. That's okay, we'll get it out. All right, let's move to the other side. You gotta hold it on there. You gotta hold it on there. You gotta push. You have to push on it while you're, don't hold this. There you go. You don't want to hold this spins. You want to hold the tool itself and keep pressure up against that bolt. You got to push hard. There you go. So you got the hang of it. All right, now through here. Hold on. Almost. Okay, go ahead. Okay, now wait. And there's the third one on that side. All right, Nick, so do you know what that part is you just ripped off?
The crash bar.
Crash bar, very good. Do you know what its job is?
To keep the impact from
Yeah, it helps to absorb the impact. It not only helps to protect the car, the frame of the car, but it also helps to protect the passengers from the shock of an accident. Right? Awesome, dude. All right, let's continue. Whew! All right. So thanks to Nick for helping out with pulling off the crash bar. That was really awesome. Now I guess it is time to start cleaning the car because there's nothing else we can do until we get the rest of the parts. Well, we don't have any parts. So we're gonna have to go to the salvage yard, pick the parts at LKQ. And we've done about all we can do except for cleaning it. And that is gonna be a huge undertaking on this car. So I guess that's the next step. We'll wash the body, see how it comes out with a little bit of a bath. And then we'll work on trying to get this interior cleaned up. And then I think that'll probably do it for the day. Let's get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? I know a lot of you are probably like, why in the hell would you wash a car before it's even put back together? Well, I knew I was limited on time today, and I knew without the parts there wasn't a whole lot I'd be able to get done. So, there you go. I decided to clean it up as much as possible. And if I don't say so myself, she's clean. Forgive me for tooting my own horn here, but yeah, she came out nice. Give you guys a close-up of what we got going on here. And you know, there were a few of you that were mentioning that this was a bolt-on core support, but I just want to show you right here, tack weld, and if you look over here, you can see, hopefully you can see more tack welds. And if you look down here, let's see if we can find it here, right down there, if I can get all these damn wires out of the way. Tack weld, whole thing, tack welded. So, you know, I know that I could replace it, but I'm not a welder. I don't want to try welding. I also know that I could probably just punch those out, pull the support off, and use sheet metal screws or something. I don't really like that idea either. I think this thing really wasn't bent that badly. I think we'll be able to straighten it out and reuse it. So there she is. I know that it doesn't look like much right now, but use your imagination. She's gonna clean up, and tomorrow we'll probably tackle the interior. Look at that beautiful, beautiful sunset. I'd show you the cows, but they're not out right now. All right, so that's going to conclude the video. I think we got quite a bit accomplished today, considering the lack of time that I had. It was a lot of fun. I'm really happy. I know I'm looking away from the camera. I keep looking over there at the car. You never know what a car is going to look like underneath all the dirt until you clean it up. And in this particular case, I'm very happy with how the car turned out. I think it looks really good. I'm going to try to find some rims, you know, like some aluminum, maybe some 5 spokes or something from an SS Cobalt, something like that, maybe an SS HHR, something. Try to find some rims to make it look better. If not, we'll throw some hubcaps on it. Just depends on if I can find something cheap enough. But I think once we get the front end on it, clean that up, and maybe even put a wax on it, maybe, depending on, you know, what the other front end looks like. Maybe that'll help blend things together. Some good tires. And I think it's going to look great. I think this car is actually going to come out a lot better than I expected, probably a lot better than you expected as well. So, you know, until then, I'm going to say goodbye, but thank you for watching. Hopefully we can do another video tomorrow of doing the interior or pulling some parts or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But I truly appreciate all of you that take the time to watch my videos. Please don't forget, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, because it really does help YouTube determine who to share the video with, if it's even worth sharing. So the more thumbs up you give me, the better my channel does, the more cars I can buy. So with that being said, thank you all again. As always, like, comment, subscribe, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.